often do the outside edges of my feet more, or maybe the front. Just take your time, coming into a position that without force, but just feeling, you know, if you need to move back a little more with your chin or your neck, and just breathe. You can soften the eyes or just soften them closed even. Yeah. Just that hearing your breath, feeling your breath. This is from Abraham again today. Just sleep more. Just bask more. Just try less. Just lighten up. Let go. Let go of the struggle. Let go of the determination to make it happen, and try to trust that there's a larger part of you, infinitely interested in you, because it is you who is tending to all of that good stuff that you've put in there, who call you in, call you in, call you in. Just chill and release and play some silly games and bask more. And try to meditate a bit. So going with the flow a little bit sometimes, right? When we keep trying and it doesn't work, what are some options? So today in practice, feel free to breathe in fully, get nice and tall, expand yourself, feel how it feels to fill up, and just take that full deep breath. And let it out. You could open the mouth. One more time. Take your time, breathing in, filling up, breathing fully. And take your time if you'd like, but let it out. Opening the mouth again if you'd like. Belly toward the spine. Let it all out. One more time. Breathing fully in. Let it out. Let the corners of the mouth curl up. Let the jaw relax. A little smile. And then I'm just going to start pretty gently. We're just going to start with just coming, listening to our bodies, feeling our bodies. And so in the position, again, just noticing, let's get into that mountain pose. If we were in a little less structured mountain pose, let's start with the feet, lift the toes, spread them, and then let them come back down to the mat. And then feel as if you're lengthening the bottom of your feet forward, getting all the wrinkles out from the soles of your feet. And then the thighs push back, right? And the inside of the thighs internally rotate, like they reach back to the wall behind you, and you feel the backs of the legs spreading kind of, like that surface area gets bigger. And already you can feel that strength here in the lower body. And then the waist reaches up to the heart, to the chest. The shoulders can come down. Notice if the knees are locking out, if you're using all the muscles from the knees. If so, soften them a little. And then the chin comes back a little, level with the floor. Crown of the head reaches up to the sky. And then as you're ready, softly open your eyes. And we're just going to take some head movement. So like a kind of movement. So breathing and doing left to right or right to left. Turning the head. And then when you come through center and it feels right to you to transition, maybe it's a and up and a down. A yes. Notice your breathing. Maybe you can even like feel like you're blowing out, maybe even through the mouth the first time, like you're fogging up a mirror. And then as you feel ready, softening the lips toward one another and still keeping that breath, that little bit of energy through the back of the throat. So like an ujjayi breath, like a seashell in your ear. Like a, but then a little more gentle. And then stop, we'll come back to center. And we're going to just take our shoulders and do some shrugs. So up and around. As slowly as feels right for you. And then when it feels right to make that transition, we'll go in the other direction, shrugging up. And then when it feels right to just slow it down again and pause, just standing in your mountain pose, do so. And then we'll inhale the arms out to the side, and we'll do some big arm circles. So the elbows can bend. So we're just gonna do arm circles up and around. Again, drawing the hip bones up toward the ribs, and the tailbone reaches down. Just being careful that you don't overarch and compress the lower back. Doesn't have to be super firm and extreme with the whole body, but just knowing, feeling some alignment. And when you feel pretty cool this way, we're gonna just transition and do the circles in the opposite direction, so going forward. So funny, like as adults, how often do we do this? When we're kids, we always do this kind of crazy moving around. Well, most kids. And then when you're ready, we're gonna keep that left arm going forward, so you can keep going forward. And we're gonna start going backward with the right arm. So left arm forward, right arm back. I know, it's a little bit. Woo. Woo, right? Oh, lots of getting all that blood flowing, all that energies. Oh, and it feels like exercise. Okay, when you're ready to transition, we'll just do the right arm forward and the left arm back. I think it's easier once you've done it once. Like right arm forward, left arm back. Yeah. Whew. What do I have next? Keep it going. And then when you feel pretty even, you can just soften the arms down to the side again. Staying in stillness or any kind of motion that might feel good. And then together we'll inhale, we'll bring the arms out to the sides. And remember how we can soften the shoulders down away from the neck. And then a little bit of like squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then it's like we're wrapping the outer around like a nice covering of the outer ribs. So it's like we're squeezing together, but then we're broadening, if that, whatever you can feel there. And we're just gonna inhale and exhale as we internally and externally rotate, so the palms can come up, and you can exhale them down.
Oh my gosh.
Now my arms are already tired. So just breathing, put a bend in the knees if it feels better, a wider stance. You just make it your own. Whew. Just keep it going. A little more. And then as you feel like pretty good this way, just soften the arms down, exhale them down to the side. I'm going to move my feet a little closer together because I'm tired of standing them with them wide, so feel free to do what you need to do. And then we're going to take the arms out in front of you, palms together. Bring the shoulders back into their socket, the arms back into the shoulder sockets there. And then we're going to just roll. So it's like you're flipping your palms and doing some wrist rolls. So flipping, and then the fingertips come up and then away and then down and then in toward you. And then as you're ready to slowly make your way into the other direction, backwards if you went forward first. This feels good, warming up all the different parts. Keep it going. Just a few more breaths. And then as you're ready to soften your arms back down, feel free to do so. And then we're going to heel toe our feet a little bit wider if they're under your hips. You can make them outer hips if you'd like, or more. And we're just going to do some hip circles. So the hands can come to the hips, back of the hips, wherever they feel comfortable for your shoulders. And we'll take the hips to the right, both of them, forward, around, and back. So some hip circles. And then as you are ready to soften and slowly make your way to transition in the other direction, feel free to do so. And as you're ready to just come into a stillness, standing still, just gently easing, slowing down, coming there, and your feet can heel toe back, hip distance apart, so hip bone distance. And actually, let's go further. Let's go toes together. Hands can come to the knees. Ready? We're gonna dance. No, not really. And then we're just gonna do some knee circles. So bending the knees, going either right or left, knowing that we'll go in the opposite direction after. Feels pretty good to kind of notice the different parts, how we're feeling. When you're ready to make the transition, do so. Changing direction. And then gently, as you're ready to come up and stand tall, go ahead, just breathing nice and tall. Arms can come up if you need a break. You can look up if you need it. And then exhale, bring your hands back down into the hips when you're ready. So feet still a little closer together, or hip distance. I like them a little together, maybe the big toes touch. And then bring your weight. Well, first let's find a mountain pose so we can feel our balance again. So you know kind of what to do in your mountain pose now. What's going on with the feet, with the thighs, with the waist, shoulders, head. And then when you feel a little bit more weight on that left foot, start to lift the foot of the right, bending the right knee, tall through your standing leg, energize through the right foot. Notice if you have to bring the shoulders and broaden or bring them back. And then we're just going to do some ankle circles. So we're balancing, core strengthening, both directions. Keep going just a little bit more, and then as you're ready to soften, come back to standing, just let it come down. Enjoy that full inhale and exhale. And then we'll get ready to just kind of balance and give that left ankle some nice love. So find your mountain pose. When you feel ready, you can come to the toes of the left foot and lift it. So knee raises, bends. And then you feel pretty even. Again, strong through your standing leg, nice and tall. Still get tall as you exhale and step the left foot down. Maybe walk it out. And then this last time, not quite last, almost. We're going to inhale the arms up over the head. And as you exhale, bend at the elbows. Bring your hands down to your shoulders. So your fingertips touch your shoulders. Yeah. And then inhale the arms back up. Exhale, flip the palms down to the sides of the legs. We'll do it one more time. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, touch the shoulders or wherever your hands touch. Inhale back up. Exhale around and down. So before we continue this one, or think about your breath being a little bit less and a little bit longer than your movement. So we're going to try to combine the inhale with the arms coming up into the shoulders. That's the inhale, and the exhale up and down. Now, the option here is to also, as you come up into the shoulders, is to come up to your toes and then down, flat foot. Okay, as you're ready, you're going to inhale, the arms are going to come up, you're up to your toes perhaps, touch the shoulders. And as you exhale, not happening for me, down to the sides. One more time, just inhaling fully up. And tips to the shoulders. Exhale, arms come down, heels come down if you're up tall. Again, and maybe you can adjust where your feet are if they need to be spread or closer. And exhale, lowering. 2 more times with your pace. Inhaling, arms up and to the shoulders with the fingertips. Exhaling, arms up and down to the sides. One more time. Inhaling, keep it. Inhale nice and long, even as your fingertips touch and beyond. And again, exhaling as they come down to the sides. And once you're there, just take a moment. Feel your body in space. And the feet come beneath the hip points if they're not, the hip bones. And we're going to take the arms up with the inhale. Exhale, bend at the elbows, hands behind. This time, interlace your fingers. And then with the inhale, we're going to bring the arms up, interlaced fingers, flip the palms, and with the exhale, over to the right. And then look to the left. Inhale up, fingers behind the back again. Exhale, hands come up, interlace. Stretch to the left, look to the right. Inhaling up, fingers touch the back. Exhaling, look to the left. So keep it going. Inhaling up tall, fingers touch the back. Exhale, hip goes, lean to the other side, look to the right. One more time, your pace. And a nice side body stretch. And then as you're ready to soften down, back to mountain pose. Take a moment just to notice how you feel. And then just an observation, noticing again if your weight's on the outer edge of the foot or the inner or what's happening, that's okay. Small adjustments. And if you're not facing the front of your mat, we're just going to come and face the front of the mat and do some half sun salutations. So we're inhale, the arms come up nice and tall. You can look up and either bring the palms together, a little back bend, but reach the heart tall. Exhale, flip the palms, forward fold, let it go. Hands can come to the blocks even if they need. Inhale, lengthen as you come halfway. Notice how your legs are engaged too. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, flip the palms, swan dive. This is second round. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring the arms back to the sides maybe, and then out and up. See how that feels. And then when you're ready to come back down, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, fold forward, maybe a little more deeply. Inhale, bring the arms back perhaps, and then out and up. See, I bet you like that better. Exhale, flip the palms, and once again, forward fold. Step, plant your hands, so bend the knees if need be, and step both legs back, coming to your plank. Take a moment and notice if the shoulders or the hands are shoulder distance, if the fingers are spread. Can you bring the heels up over the pads of the feet? Can you push down to rise up? Notice the tailbone reaching toward the heels. Breathe here. If you'd like, you can lift one foot off the ground a bit. Exhale it down. Maybe inhale and go to the other side as you're ready. And together we'll inhale, lengthen and lift up to the toes as your hips come back. Exhale your heels down, heels back, downward facing dog. Push down on the inner edges of the hands, breathe, bend the knees if you need, and as much as you need. And as the inner lower arms hug in, the outer arms rotate out, and you get a little more space on the upper back, breathing, softening, grounding. Exhale, come through plank and lower yourself down. Knees can come forward and down, or not. More slowly if you can. Slide your hands back beneath your shoulders. Plant those toes, even the baby toenails, right? Tailbone reaches down, inhaling up, cobra, baby cobra. Exhale down. Try it again a few times. See if you can lift the heart, maybe barely use the hands. See if the back body can enjoy some engagement without super stress, but just engagement. And then as you're ready, forehead down, hug your arms in, reach your elbows back, tuck the toes, belly in, make your way back up to downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths in either stillness or maybe a little pedaling if that feels better. You'll know what you need, whether it's stillness or movement. And then come up as you inhale, up to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, make your way up to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, all the way up, arms over the head. Exhale, swan dive back down, plant your hands. Step the opposite foot back, and then the other. Inhaling your way back up to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Knee faces down, toes are energized. Exhale the right leg down. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale the right leg down. Inhale the hips up high. Exhale, ground down, reach the heels down. Inhale, lengthen through the side bodies. Exhale, come back through plank and lower yourself down, forehead to mat. And then this time, we're going to take, let's see if I can do this. Take the, your, let's see, left hand, okay, so we're gonna take our left hand and your right hand, bring them behind your back, palms up. Hold your left wrist. Push down with the tops of the feet, down with the thighs, pubic bone. Get nice and tall as you breathe. And then as you inhale, you're going to swim, let's swim the left arm forward and lift the right leg. Exhale, turn your left cheek to the ground. Inhale, swim your right arm forward, lifting your chest and lift your left leg. Exhale, turn your right cheek down to the ground. Inhale, swim the left hand forward, the right leg reaches back and up. Exhale, left cheek to the ground. Inhale, swim the right arm forward, the left leg lifts, get nice and long. Exhale, the right cheek down, last time. Inhale, swim the left arm forward, lift the right leg. Tailbone reaches down. Exhale, rest the head, rest the arms. If your cheek is on one side, inhale and turn it to the other side too. And then as you inhale, lifting the head, bringing the forehead down. Exhale, plant your hands beneath your shoulders, spread your fingers, push down on the pads of the fingers, hug your arms in, and we'll tuck our toes and make our way back off, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale the right leg down. Inhale the hips up. Exhale, glide forward to plank. Inhale, lengthen and lift those hips. Exhale, either roll onto the outer edge of the right foot into a side plank or drop the right knee, kickstand the right foot behind you. Think about what's happening here. Can you get a little taller? Can you lift the hips and breathe? Just a little more maybe. Lift the head in relation to the spine. Each inhale, open, lift. Each exhale, ground, push the mat away. Next exhale, come around and down, back to your regular plank. Our knees can come down, of course. Inhale one more time. Exhale one more time. Inhale, lengthen, strengthen. Exhale, roll onto the outer edge or drop the knee and rotate. Kickstand that left leg back. Side plank, second side, leg can lift if you like. You take your variation. Know what you're ready for. Where are your edges? Strong through the back, supporting your heart. Exhale, come around and down. Bring your toes together, knees down and wide. Stick the hips back, child's pose. Feel your breath, feel what's happening, just noticing. You won't stay for long. One more inhale, right where you are. One more exhale, right where you are, soften down. The next inhale, come up to all fours. Tuck your toes. Exhale as you plant the hands, ground yourself. Push the mat away. Inhale, lift the hips up to the sky. Toes might be on the toes. And as you exhale, lower the heels. Push the mat away with the hands. One more cycle, inhaling and exhaling. If your legs are together, your feet, maybe widen them a little. Right here, perhaps you start to put the weight onto the feet and the right hand, the right arm, and start to lift the left off the floor, maybe. Exhale it down. Inhale, lift the right hand. Exhale it down. You can always do this on your knees too. Let's go one side and then the other as you breathe. If you always can take a step further and do opposite arm, opposite leg. You listen to your body, see what it can do, where it's ready rather. Challenge, but not so much that it's certainly not doing any good. As you're ready, exhale back to plank. Bring the knees down and wide, bring the toes together, sit the hips back, child's pose. One more cycle or two, or maybe three here of breath here. Yeah, let's do a few. And then one more time, we're just gonna take a full round in and out. Let it go. Soften the face muscles, curl the corners of the mouth up. And then plant those hands, bring yourself back to tabletop. Tuck the toes, push down in the hands, spread the fingers, pads and knuckles of the fingers push down as you inhale and exhale it through to downward facing dog. As you're ready, inhale the right leg, glide it up behind you. Notice your hips, level them out. Exhale, glide forward to plank, maybe up on the tiptoe, knee up toward the chest, right knee. And then step the right foot down and coming into a runner's lunge. Use the blocks if you'd like. Spread the feet a little wider if you'd like. Can you lift the left heel nice and tall? Drawing the inner thighs towards one another, drawing your waist right from your hips. Shoulder blades drop down. Maybe a little broad. Where's the neck? Where's the weight? Inhale up, crescent lunge. The knee can come down like a chorus. Exhale, hands come back to that runner's lunge. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, spin the left foot open and make your way breathing in and up to warrior two. Right knee bent. Notice where your torso is, your arms. Softly make your way there if you're not. Can you see your big toe? Let's see if you can see that right big toe. Beautiful. If you're leaning forward, can you bring your body over the hips a little bit, to the back, like to the left a little. Yeah, draw the tailbone down, the hip points up. Soft gaze as you breathe. It's like your feet are pushing down, supporting you. Few more breaths, just opening up in this pose. The heart opens and softens. The legs are strong. Flip the right palm, and as you inhale, reach through the fingertips and kind of like paint the ceiling and all the way back behind you in a reverse warrior two. Inhale up and back as you exhale to warrior two again. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, hands to the hips. Right toes come forward. You got it. And then we're going to do something a little bit different again. We're going to do some 3D torso moves. So wide-legged, hands to hips. Toes can be slightly out this time for a moment. Take a full breath, lift your heart. Let's put the hands behind the head again. So inhale them up, bring them behind the head. Let the shoulders soften away from the ears. And then as we lean to one side, as the weight goes to one side, make sure that we just bend that knee. So here we go, inhaling tall. Exhale, lean to the right, bend the right knee. Keep exhaling, round we go like a circle. And then as you start to come to the left, bend the left knee, open up the left side, coming up. You got it. So again, inhaling tall. Exhaling to the right, bending the knee, coming around. Inhaling to the left, and then up. One more time to the right side. Over to the right, exhale. Down through center. Inhaling to the left, bending that left knee. And up tall. Here we go. Take a breath. Notice where you might not feel good. If your hands don't feel good there, bring them to your shoulders. Or soften the grasp. And together, tailbone reaching down, heart reaching up. Inhaling. Exhaling, bending the left knee. Side body goes to the left. Exhale down. Around. When you get to the right, bend that knee. Inhale, open to the side and up. Inhaling as you're up. Exhaling as you circle around and down. Keep it going, inhaling as you come up. Exhale, circle as you come around and down. One more time, inhale nice and tall. Exhale, open to the side, around and down. And as you come up this time, come all the way up, take a breath. As you exhale, hands come to the side, heel toe your feet so that your toes face forward this time. Take another inhale, get tall up through the heart. Trying to remember what I wanted to do. Okay, got it. Let's inhale the arms up overhead. Let the shoulders soften away, but reach through our fingertips. Remember those inner thighs push back, right? Exhale, flip your palms, bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Open through the shoulders, draw the shoulder blades down. Hip points reach up to the low ribs. And this time, as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Strong through the legs, belly draws toward the spine. Reach, like open with the shoulders. reach your knuckles back, right? Maybe a soft bend in the elbows. And then as you exhale, we're gonna bend the right knee in this halfway kind of lift and lunge to the right. Open the shoulders. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, bend the left knee. If you need to adjust your toes or your feet, go ahead. Inhale halfway. Use the strength of your legs and your belly. Exhale to the right, still opening through the shoulders. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. One more time. Inhale through center. We're doing the inner thighs here. Exhale to the right. This last time is the inhale to the center. Exhale, soften, forward fold. Let the hands release. Head releases, neck, chin toward the chest. Strong through the legs. So with each inhale, lengthening through the spine, and with each exhale, maybe the fold gets a little more deep. Heart reaches down toward the body. Hips still tall. If it feels okay, you can walk your hands out to the ankles or shins or somewhere out to each side, using them to kind of reach your heart forward, so lifting halfway per se, and then hinging at the hip creases, using your hands to kind of help you leverage it. Elbows will bend, knees may bend, head drops. With the next exhale, walk your hands down in front of you. Woo, halfway lift. Woo. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet back, hip distance, and forward fold. Let it go. Chin to chest. Roll your way up to standing. Take your time. Breathe your way. Maybe if you haven't heard your breath, you'll come back to hearing that beautiful, soothing sound. Mountain pose. And then right where you are, let's just do it facing this direction. We're going to heel toe our feet back together or inner hip distance apart. Hands can come to the hips. And as you're ready, start to shift your weight to your left leg. Notice what the left foot's doing. Thigh, heart. And come to the toes of the right foot, keeping your hands if they're at the hips there, and you can feel the levelness here. And then open the knee. So the knee opens, starting with the hip movement. So we're just standing here, toes down. Breathing nice and tall as you push down to rise tall. Where might be soften and chill. Maybe you stay right here. This is your basking. Pushing the left thigh back, the inner thigh. Maybe you bring the sole of the foot to the shin. Or perhaps you use your hand or not use your hand and lift your foot to the inner thigh. So decide where your tree will be today. And if you'd like to move the branches, find a soft focus and open up. Perhaps you sway. Again, a soft focus forward. Coming back to your breathing. The sound of your life force. Looking up is a little bit more challenging. Closing the eyes even more. Exhale as you bring your right knee forward and step your foot down, arms come down. Woo. Take your mountain pose. Shift your weight if you like. Make it your own. And when you feel strong in that two-footed mountain pose, you can begin to come to the toes or the pad of the foot of the left. This is usually where the right hip likes to come out. So maybe just pushing down. And then exhaling, opening that left hip, knee out toward the side. Notice if you're swaying, I am. It's okay, we're alive. And then perhaps you decide if the left sole of the foot comes to the ankle or shin or inner thigh. And if the arms on this side reach out or up or both. Lifting the heart tall, tailbone reaches down, shoulders soften down and open. If you do, try to close your eyes. A soft close is almost like you're not closing, is so much more gentle, right? And it helps. That scrunching of the eyes. Once again, we lose the chill, right? As you are ready, flipping the palms, swan diving the arms down, knee comes forward, step down. Beautiful. Trees. Any movement that feels good with the arms. We're going to shift back to the front of the mat. If you're not there already, let's inhale the arms out and up one more time. Tailbone reaches down. Exhale, flip your palms, fold forward, plant your hands. Step your right foot back. Hands can use the blocks if you like. And then from the feet, notice again, is that right heel lifting up away from the mat. Do you need a wider stance or a longer stance? You draw the inner thighs together while at the same time kind of lifting that pelvis from sinking. So those inner thighs, you feel it. And then using the block or not, we're going to draw that belly into the spine. Draw the shoulder blades down, broaden them. Breathe, stay right here if this is perfect for you. If not, you're going to begin to shift your weight onto your right leg, walk your hands forward, and the arms can maybe come out or up or stay on your hips or the blocks. I like to start my hands on the hips or the block, perhaps hold one on each, just to notice the levelness of my hips. That helps me balance. And from there, I can reach from the crown of the head to the head or sole of the right foot, belly towards spine, and open your wings, shoulder, the front of the shoulder head. Exhale, bend the left knee, step the right foot down. Whew. Let's bring the arms out to the side like airplane arms here. And the knee down if need be, that's fine. One more time. Keeping the arms out this time, or perhaps the blocks. We're going to come up into warrior three again. So take your time, breathe your way. Support your midsection here by drawing your belly in toward your back body. Maybe a slight bend in your standing leg. For more of a challenge, the arms might come forward. Exhale, bend the left knee, step your right foot back, hands can come down. And then step your right foot back to meet the left in a plank. Ooh, girls, we got this. Inhale the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale up to the toes. Exhale, hop or step your way up to the front of the mat, forward fold, release it. Nice exhale, hear your breath. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale the arms back, out and up, overhead. Exhale, flip the palms, fold forward, plant your hands, let go. This time step your opposite foot, which I hope is your left foot back. Yep. Come into your runner's lunge on this side. Kind of knowing where we're going. Notice what works, what may work best for you. Knowing you can change at any time. So lifting that left heel. Drawing the inner thighs up. It's like you're, instead of falling with your front body, see if you can lengthen and lift it to any degree. And then as you're ready, grounding that right foot, walking the hands forward with the blocks or not. Coming up to your warrior three. Noticing if maybe you put your hand on the lower back, see what's happening here. Is it caving? Can you draw the belly in? Can you smile through the collarbones nice and wide? Can you lift the heart? Breathe. It's all the weight in the front of the toes. Exhale, bend the right knee, step the left foot back. Maybe the knee comes down. Let the jaw relax, maybe a smile that does it every time. And then one more time, lifting the back leg if you haven't already. Strong and long. Lift the left heel and start to walk your hands forward, Shift your weight, walk your back foot in and maybe up to some degree. Arms can come to the side if you like. Or forward, or backward, anywhere. And as you exhale this time, bend the right knee, stop your left foot back, lower. And again, if you want to lift your leg and come airplane wings, one more time in your runner's lunge, go ahead, noticing how the belly draws toward your spine. Exhale when you're ready, step the hands down, step the left knee down, then the right. Keep widen them, bring your toes together, come to your child's pose.
What do I think? What?
Taking this time, this moment, just to feel everything on the inside. Slowing down. Slowing down the breath,
You're the hell of a mark.
the heartbeat,
Yeah.
your thoughts.
So the last figure was 227.
Let it go. Let your hips
Last price is
sink to where they sink.
227. It would cost us 227.
And then once again, inhale up.
2,700.
Bring your knees together and then roll onto the right hip.
Let's do 227 in my book.
Swing your legs forward. If you have a block, we're going to take that and put it beneath our lower back. Show the feet hip distance, walk your heels back, walk your shoulder blades together a little, lengthen the tailbone down. Whenever you're ready, pushing down on the soles of the feet to lift the hips enough to put your block beneath them. And let your hips sink. So this block may be a little lower than you think if you feel like you can't really let go. And really let go. See if all the weight of your hips can be held. Come back to your breathing. Take a few more moments right here. Soften the eyes if it feels wonderful to go inward this way.
Oh, I'm gonna do my dressing. Yeah, Patricia, you can get my dressing. Where's my dressing? Oh. That's where I bought one. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna get dressing.
Inhale up to the toes. Maybe bring the feet off the floor. Bringing the knees in somewhat. And any other movements that may feel right for you right now. Enjoying this position, the support. And then as you're ready, one foot or toe comes down. And then the other.
How do you get that to?
And then inhale to lift the hips as you plant your feet. And remove your block, lowering your body down. Knees can stay bent. Heel toe your feet a little wider, knees fall in.
I said,
And then begin to notice the breathing, the breath, the nostrils. Or just notice.
I told him 22. Maybe I really told him that.
And then bring the tip of your tongue to touch the bottom line where the roof of your mouth is, in the front where it touches your teeth. So the tip of the tongue to the top of the mouth where your teeth meet your gums. If you want to do this seated, please feel free to roll over and up to seated. If not, no worries. And then notice both nostrils, the breath rising and falling through both nostrils. Feeling that rise and fall from both nostrils. Observe the sensations that creates as you breathe from both nostrils. And then notice if your flow of breath is stronger or flows more freely from one nostril. If one nostril feels more open. Once you've noticed if one nostril is less active or less open, shift your focus to the other side, or to that side rather, to the less open side. So you only notice the breath rising and falling from this less active side. And with the tongue in that position still, noticing the breath in that one nostril. After some time, the breath flow will shift, and soon it will feel balanced. Once the nostrils feel balanced, feel free to just allow the tongue to fall and breathe naturally. Feeling the rising and falling of the breath from both of your nostrils. And then when the nostril flow is balanced and both hemispheres of the brain begin to work in harmony, it creates even a nicer opportunity for meditation. So in your Shavasana, or if you're seated and would like to finish that way, that's fine. Let's make our way into our Shavasana. Softening the eyes, extending the legs, or supporting the knees. Lengthening and letting the back of the head rest, the backs of the shoulders rest, the palms flip up, as you let go, and enjoy the finishing of the transformation. Positive transformation. spaciousness that you've created, the newness. Exhale slowly, deeply, fully, belly button finally drawing to the spine at the end. Last ha out. Bring a little movement to your toes and your fingers. Maybe the head and a with a smile. And then as you are ready, slowly just bending the knees, bringing one foot back to the bum and then the other. Inhaling the knees in and up to the chest for another hug. Or maybe our first hug today, together. And then as you're ready to exhale over to the side, do so. Take another round of breath there, just letting yourself notice your inhale and your exhale before you bring yourself upright into a seated or kneeling position. Not rushing, letting yourself chill and feel. Together, just notice what's touching the earth, the contact, the rootedness, the connection. Breathe in, lift the heart up through the crown of the head, and we'll bring the arms out and up. Belly button to spine. Look up. When you exhale again, bring your palms together, your finger pads together. Let them slide down to the heart, bow the head. Connect them. My light and my love honor your light. I honor your love. And I honor the miracle that is each of you and all of you together as one. Namaste.